Las Vegas Raiders. We mentioned Alex Leatherwood, one of the peculiar picks. I don't hate the player, but at 17, don't love it.
Mm-hmm.
I did love their second round pick, Trevon Moehrig,
Yep.
out of TCU, a dominant caliber safety. I believe he led the nation in pass deflections 2 years in a row, which again, corner stats and safety stats are always skewed. This is Marcus Peters isn't cornerback one because he gets 8 interceptions. Xavier Howard isn't God because he has the highest interception to game ratio ever. He's really good. Marcus Peters is really good.
Right.
Like you're not going to get 8 interceptions as a bad player, but you can be overrated potential. No, Xavier Howard is not overrated. Let me make that very clear. Dolphins fans, he's not overrated, but stats in general can make people overrated. But Trevon Moehrig will make all the plays necessary in that Raiders defense. I've talked about this with Bolton. You talked about this with Parsons, that sometimes you just need that player. And I think Moehrig is the first defensive player that is really going to hit in Vegas.
Yeah.
In Vegas as a whole. But first player in that Raiders franchise since Khalil Mack to actually hit and actually make an impact, because Farrell as the number 4 pick didn't work. Abram as the number 26-ish pick didn't work. I mean, Max Crosby as a 4th-round pick, he had some pressure numbers and he had big sack numbers, but a lot of those came condensed in a couple games. It's the Hassan Reddick versus the Giants effect. That Reddick is a very good player, but if you look at his pressure numbers, it's influenced heavily. And with Crosby, he didn't have the traits. Like Reddick has the traits. Reddick is incredibly athletic and he's good at a lot of things. Crosby is a one-trick pony, and the one trick that he's good at, he's not very good at it. I think Moehrig is the one guy that's going to work. I think he's a twitchy athlete. He's going to make a lot of plays as the free safety. Oh, my goodness. The Raiders make me mad. John Abram is not a free safety. He should play strong safety. They insist on playing as a free safety. They played with Marcus Joyner at the wrong spot when he was there. Play Moehrig as your free safety. You play one high. Have him play Earl Thomas role. He's going to do that really, really well in the NFL.
Yeah. Put Abrams down in the box where he's going to be good.
Exactly.
I agree with you. I think that's my favorite pick by them. It's weird because it feels like almost every year the Raiders pick a safety that I really like. You had Carl Joseph a couple years ago. The dude fell off a cliff.
Played Joseph at free safety, which was annoying.
Yeah, and then Jonathan Abrams, and then once again playing him at free safety, and it's just like, come on. But Moehrig is the first safety that they've taken where I feel a lot more comfortable about them putting him at free safety because that's where he's supposed to be.
Right. Although I do think Moehrig is actually talented enough to play the Harrison Smith role, so if he has to play free and strong, he can do both. But I think he's the Earl Thomas of the class. Now, I'm not saying he is Earl Thomas, but Andre Cisco makes a solid argument. But I would say if there was a guy that could play the Earl Thomas role the best, it would be Moehrig.
I could say that. In general, it's like you mentioned, the Raiders. We talked about this. The Raiders' whole process every year with the drafts is just weird. I don't get it, but I like that Moehrig pick.
I love it.
That'd be my pick for them too.